guys, I hope you're having an amazing Wednesday. It feels so weird to like specifically dedicate this day to a video, but I'm going to be super organized and pre-plan it, so this is going to be a Wednesday video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. It is the start of December when I'm filming this, and we've just come to the end of November, so I thought today would be the perfect day to film my November favourites, all the things I've been loving throughout the month of November. I'm going to say as like a pre-warner, this top is on the verge of falling off, like every slight movement, so I'm just going to be very minimally moving my upper body so that I don't end up flashing you, because I don't think YouTube would find that very appropriate. So ignore my minimal arm movements, that is basically the deal. It is a jumpsuit and I cannot be bothered changing out of it because it's like the one piece, you know, get all in it, zip it up and you're in it for the day. So with that said and done, let's start with the favourites. So I completely used this product up this month. It is one of my absolute favourite perfumes, and I think, to be honest, I'm still going to keep the bottle because the smell is kind of there and I love to just like smell it. And that's weird. Does anybody else do that? But I think if I got another one, I would definitely check it out, and I definitely do want to repurchase it. Without butchering the French oh my god, I pronounced their own name wrong. Without pronouncing the French name wrong, this is called the La Vie est Belle. I think it's how you pronounce it. It's by Lancome. This was the 50ml version and I have used it all up. There is literally not even a single drop left, but it still smells like the perfume. Oh, it just smells so good. I was texting my friend the other day telling her I'd run out of it, and I was really sad because at one point we all owned this perfume because we all lived together and we loved it all collectively. And this perfume completely reminds me of our trip to Germany in, what was it? It must have been not the Christmas just gone, but the Christmas before. So coming up 2 years. Oh my god, that's insane. So we spent Germany in Christmas. We spent Christmas in Germany about 2 years ago with a friend of ours, and it was magical. It was so much fun. And I just love associating scents with certain holidays. So this one is definitely associated with Germany, as well as, what is it, the body wash by The Body Shop in Pink Grapefruit. Oh my god, I love that smell. It is so good. And that completely reminds me of it as well. But yes, back to this. This scent is amazing. If you're the kind of person that loves a Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf, you love, what have we got behind me? It's called Black Opium by YSL. If you love C, then all those kind of scents are very similar. It's kind of like your universal taste, I guess you would call it. You would love this perfume. Oh, it just smells so good. If you have been watching my latest tutorials, you will know how much I absolutely love this foundation. It's by Mercier and it's their Silk Cream Oil-Free Formula Foundation, and it is absolutely amazing. I think this would be literally my go-to every day if I had the right shade. I currently have the shade Cashew Beige, which is too dark for me, but I feel like we're just starting in summer and I only have to lighten it slightly. So as we progress into summer, I think it's going to be my perfect shade. It is definitely on the heavier coverage side, but it's not like a heavy feeling foundation. It's really highly pigmented, so you don't need a lot to get like a really flawless coverage. At the moment I'm mixing it with the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in N20 just to lighten it a little bit, and I think it works perfectly. But this foundation, you get 30ml, it's gonna last you so long. I think this is an amazing foundation as an investment, and it just lasts really well throughout the day. You don't get any kind of like patchiness, you don't get any separation, you just need to powder it down, and I think it's so beautiful. If you've tried the moisturizing one, let me know, because I do have a few of them, but I haven't actually thought to try it. I don't know why, probably just because I'm in love with this one. It gives like a demi matte finish, so it's not like fully matte, but then I wouldn't necessarily call this a dewy foundation either. It's kind of like right in the middle. It leaves a beautiful texture on your skin, which just makes your skin look fantastic, and I love this one. And I am wearing it today, just if you wanted to know. This blush has been in my collection for so long, and I've kept it nice and hygienic, you know, powder wise, and it is the Milani Baked Blusher in the shade Rose Doro. I think I completely butchered that, I don't even know. And this is so pretty. I think it was like $10 or something in America from like CVS 2 years ago maybe. And it's just like the most perfect shade of like kind of like a coppery rose gold with like gold veins running through it, and it kind of looks like my eye colour. This is freaking gorgeous. I've never used the brush that comes with it and I seem to have lost it anyway. But the packaging is cheaper, but it is super sturdy, so you don't need to worry about that. It travels really well. It's just like the most beautiful, beautiful colour. I'm wearing it today. I might actually put a little bit more on. Whoop, there goes the strap. The movement was far too big. I just think it's so pretty and it's like quite a unique colour. Especially with these colours that I'm wearing today, like with this eye colour and lip colour. I think it just adds like a really nice amount of life to your face and I love it so much, especially because it's affordable. I love an affordable blush. I think the pigmentation, how it works, it's not patchy, it's amazing. The Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara has made it into my favourites this month. This mascara I wasn't even sure about when I first got it, and the name is quite original, but I actually love it so much. I think as it's dried out more, I've come to love it a little bit more. It's a fibre mascara, so it's not the plastic wand, and you can see it's quite an interesting shape. It does pull off a lot of product, and what I really like about this, oh there goes the strap, is that it's really volumizing, so it makes the roots of your lashes look super thick and you can literally just like kind of push it up into your lashes to give it a really nice coating. It's really black. One downside I would say, and it might just be this one because I know they also do the waterproof formula, is that by the end of the day if I accidentally like rub my lash, I can get like a little bit of fallout under my eye. But to be honest, it doesn't really bother me because I'm usually at home if I'm doing that and I've forgotten that I've got makeup on. So I think this is amazing. It's really good on your lower lashes as well, and I think as an everyday volumizing mascara that makes them look really full and thick, this is perfect. Okay, so I don't know where I've been with this latest favourite because my friend has gone through a whole tube of this in the time that she's owned it and I haven't seen it. So this is the MAC lipstick in the shade Taupe or Taupe, however you would like to say it. This colour is like me down to the T. It's very similar-esque to kind of what I'm wearing today, but it's a lot more sort of like warm toned, a lot more red undertones. It is stunning. It is a matte lipstick and I just love it so, so much. I was choosing between this and Whirl, and I probably will still get Whirl in the future, but I'm so happy I chose this one. It's just so smooth. It's one of MAC's great mattes. God, it's like a tongue twister. Some of their mattes can be really drying. I think Candy Yum Yum was like super drying. I have Lady Danger and that's semi-drying, but it's not really an issue. But this colour is just so stunning. It's like a perfect everyday colour that you can wear even now. With a tan, it looks a little bit lighter, but I can imagine when I'm quite pale in winter, it would look even darker, so it would look like a nice kind of vampy kind of colour. And I love it so much. I'm so happy with it. And I got it, what did I do? I got it from Farmers in Hamilton. So because it's in a Farmers, you can use your club points. So I got it for like $11, which was amazing. The last two physical items I want to talk about are nail polish colours. I'll actually show you first on my nails that they're looking okay. So this is the colour I've been wearing for the last couple of weeks. I love it. I just did these again last night, but the coat I had on before that literally lasted like a solid week. My thumb was starting to chip a little bit, but the rest I was so impressed with. Because this is like my first kind of venture into Sally Hansen. I've got one of their polishes, another one. It's like a kind of coppery shimmer one, and I loved that as well. So amazing. And this one I bought a little while ago, but it was a little bit too tan for me at that point. But since then I've gotten a little bit of colour from Summer, and I think it's like the perfect nude. I actually find it really hard to find a nude like this. A lot of the nudes are very pink based, very kind of like a greyish undertone, whereas this is like what I love in lipsticks. It's like a solid tan colour, a warm undertone, and it's just like a really invisible kind of nude colour, and I think it's so beautiful. The applicator is amazing, the brush, and I think it's really easy to put on. This is the shade Tan-acious. It's called Step 1 and it's part of the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel range, and I definitely want to try some more. I think this was about $17 or so from Farmers. Highly worth it. Love it so much more than Essie, and I've only tried it once, like one product, and I like it a lot more than OPI as well. To set that down, this has been a major favourite of mine for ages. It's kind of like one of those unsung heroes that you constantly use but you never really think much about. And I got this when I was working in London. It is the NARS nail polish and it's just called the Top Coat. This stuff is amazing. Again, the brush is really good, but the amount of times I've actually been asked if I was wearing gel nail polish, because this gives such a nice high shine finish. It doesn't peel off, it just lasts amazingly on your nails and just gives it that really nice kind of professional look. I love this. I don't actually know how much it is here in New Zealand, but this is by far my favourite top coat, and I definitely like it over my Seche Vite because I feel like this lasts better. The Seche Vite one, which I've had for maybe like a year or so, it's getting quite like globby, like quite streaky, and it can leave like a really bad finish. But this one, which is about the same age, is still going so strong, and I love it so much. And it dries really quickly as well, which is a major bonus if you're like me. As soon as you do it, something's gonna happen, like something's gonna wreck it. It's just inevitable. This is perfect. So the last thing I want to talk about, I don't know if I just said that was the last thing because I would have missed this one. This is the Benefit Ready Set Brow Gel, and it's in the mini. I got it with one of the eyebrow sets. My light's a little bit bright, but I love this so much. It's slightly crunchy, I'm not gonna lie. I can't even speak again. It's like a theme today. This stuff is awesome, but sometimes you can feel it in your brows. Like today I am wearing the Ico brow gel and I cannot feel it. Like I can do whatever kind of eyebrow movements I want to do and I can't feel it. Whereas if I do it with this, I definitely know I've got some sort of brow gel. The beauty of this is if you want sort of like a messy eyebrow look, the brush is just perfect, and it really can, gosh, I've tightened that a lot. You can really sort of like get your hairs to kind of go up at the front. I'll just show you that you get two kind of brush sizes. So you've got the short on top and the long on the bottom. So it really just gives you a ton of control when you're combing through your brows. It's invisible, it doesn't go sort of like, you know how sometimes you can get that kind of crunchy, sort of pale, clear, I don't know how to explain it. Some of the cheaper ones can look like gross, whereas this looks amazing. Man, I'm so good with my words. The last couple things I want to talk about is Netflix. So last night I saw on Facebook that Netflix has made it available for you to download some series and be able to watch it offline. Obviously it depends like which country you are, because Netflix supplies different kind of series and movies to each different country, so they're not always the same. Here in New Zealand we kind of limited. I don't think we're as good as the US, America's Netflix, but we are really good, and I have been obsessed with 3 shows recently. One being Black Mirror, which I've just completed watching all 3 seasons of. I started backwards, so I started watching in season 3 and then I worked back to season 1 because I was watching it with someone that was up to season 3. And it's so good, it's so thought-provoking, I just think it's amazing how they come up with the ideas for the shows, and it literally just really touches on things that are actually happening in society and things that could happen in the future. And I think whoever thinks of these things is just like right in the mindset, because it is amazing. I love series that make you think and make you think, wow, you know, that's something to take home, and I think about it still even after I've watched it. So I love those series. I think they're amazing. And then the next one is called Designated Survivor. It is also a Netflix original series. It is awesome. The picture that they have to represent the series really didn't do anything for me, and I was just scrolling through Netflix and decided to give it a watch, and I really like it. I think if you like watching House of Cards or any of those kind of like government kind of things go wrong type series, then you will absolutely love it. And then the last one I've been loving is called Shooter. It's got Ryan Phillippe in it. I think he plays the character perfectly. It's kind of similar-esque to Secrets and Lies, so if you really liked that, then you'll probably like this one as well, except it's more on a conspiracy level, and I think it's awesome. He's a great actor and he plays the role perfectly. But the only thing I would say about both The Shooter and Designated Survivor is that they are Netflix original series, but they come out weekly, which if you're a Netflix binger like I am, it's really hard. Like really hard. Like I have to remember when the dates are, and then it says something like it's coming out on December 1st, but that's kind of like American time, December 1st, so really it's December 2nd for us, and all these first world problems. But I really like those shows, so of course I'm like keeping up to date, and they've both just released new episodes. So I've got one of Designated Survivor to watch tonight, so I'm really excited. That will be my Friday night, basically. And yeah, I think that is all my favourites for the month. I am going to mention that these lashes are from the XO Beauty range. They are Shan XO's lashes and they are called the Chic. This is the first time I'm wearing them and I'm not going to lie, I love them a lot. They are just the perfect kind of lash. They're super separated, so they're not like a real heavy lash. The band is invisible and they're very lightweight. I just really like them and I didn't even have to trim them. They are pretty much going to be my new favourites. And they're like $7 New Zealand. That is amazing. So I hope you guys liked my favourites. Let me know down below if you have any favourites that you think I would like for the month of November, or just any favourites that you've been enjoying in general. I would love to know. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see my future content, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!